stranded on an island without my radio. I have no local coconut to find a Bennett show. I don't know how much longer I can survive without my daily dose of Alex FM 105.
Good morning, everybody. We're the bosses, and this is a live studio audience. Yeah. What do we do now?
I don't know, Richard. It's good to be here. Tell them who you are first.
Yeah. I'm Richard Sands, the program director, and you're?
I'm Pat McNally, the general manager of the radio station.
I think this is the portion of the show where we usually complain about how we feel.
Yeah.
Boy, it was hard getting up this morning.
Well, I want to say I'm very tired, but my uvula is in good shape. Other than that...
oh, boy. Well, this has been a much anticipated day.
I don't know for whom.
Well, I don't know.
And I was, if I could...
Harry O.
Harry O, ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you. Thank you.
This is the part where you plug your show, Harry.
By the way, every Sunday morning at various times. No, I was just curious. Richard, of course, has had a long, distinguished career as an air personality.
Oh, you're too kind.
But Richard dressed in jeans and a T-shirt, and I was curious as to what Pat would wear, because Pat has always worked more on the sales side. So I
was on the air a long time ago, Harry.
Yes,
I was on the air when
understand.
both you and I had hair.
Actually,
I just want to compliment you on the Anthrax T-shirt that you're wearing.
Thank you very much.
might say that we have Stephanie Kelmar, producer here.
Stephanie Kelmar, ladies and gentlemen.
Curtis DeMartini's on the board today, pushing the buttons. Thank you very much, Curtis. I thought that this section of the show, Harry's kind of led us right into it. We could have Meet the Bosses. People don't really know you or me, Pat, although some people might remember me, those kind listeners. Pat, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Seriously. I started in this business about 23 or 4 years ago while I was going to college at Michigan State University. And if there's any Michigan State University people out there, go Spartans.
What a nice voice, though. It sounds like maybe you were in broadcast.
Yes, I was. I started out on the air, and then I got into sales. I moved to Detroit in the early 70s.
Oh, don't just skim over that air part. You were on the air quite a bit. What was your air name?
I've had various air names. Pat Mac.
Pat Mac.
Pat Mac. Pat Mac and the Music Machine, I think was my first show. Campus radio. Then I was Pat Michaels, another station.
Because wasn't there a reason why you?
Well, because I was Pat Mac at like a top 40 station, and I went to like a different format.
Didn't they have that jingle package already?
No, that was the next station. I was Mike Curtis. Because the jingle package was you could pick a name, and I could be Mike Curtis. I could have been Curtis Mike. I could have been Mike Smith. And for Mike Curtis, Golden, it fit the jingle package. And then the last job I had on the air, I used my real name, which is Pat McNally. Yes. And then I got into sales in Detroit in like the early 70s, sales management. And I've been in Chicago, Detroit, New York, Washington, D.C.
And how long have you been here?
I came out here in 86. And I ran KFRC for a couple of years, I guess about 3 years.
You're the one who ran it into the ground?
That's right, absolutely. All by myself, but I take a lot of pride in that.
Actually, it's a very successful
fine station, yes.
Under your
and I guess January 2nd, 1990, I started at Live 105.
So I have a question. Why did you fire Alex Bennett?
I didn't fire him.
We'll let the listeners ask the hard questions.
Well, as you know,
I'm just throwing you the slow, soft pitches
Some of those slow curves. But to answer your question, Stephanie, since you did ask it, I did not fire Alex. I got here and he'd already been terminated by my predecessor. And and I hired him back. I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But that's it. That's the story of my life. I live in the city.
Now you're the general manager. What does a general manager do at a radio station?
As very little as possible. Mainly, I try to stay out of the way. As you know, we have a great staff here, a wonderful staff, and we'll probably talk more about them as the morning goes on. But basically, you're here to help and support and give advice and try to play some golf once in a while. Take long lunches. And
You do a fine job at all those.
thank you very much.
Pat's a great boss, incidentally, and might as well kiss his butt.
Thank you. There'll be a little something in your check next week for saying that. But how about yourself, Richard? I know you've had a long and distinguished career,
well.
and do we have enough time to talk about it?
I think it's time to go to our first break. Now, actually, I'm the answer to a trivia question. Who on Live 105 was the afternoon man before Big Rick Stewart?
Who's Richard Sands? Yes, right.
Wow.
All right.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I can retire now.
All right.
And that really is trivial.
I've been at the radio station for 9 years. Actually, before it was even Live 105, when we were a hot hit station. Studio audience, remember that? Unfortunately,
No,
not.
I guess they're modern people.
See how quickly people forget. And then I was on the air here and became the program director, helped create Live 105.
Yes, you did.
Before that, I grew up in California, went to school at UC Berkeley, worked at the college station there, CalX, worked at KPFA, KPOO here in town, been around, worked in Tahoe, Hawaii,
Yep.
San Diego, kind of traveled around, but kind of called the Bay Area home for maybe since about 73, 74.
What station in Hawaii were you on again? In Honolulu, right?
No, I actually worked on the big island of Hilo.
Did you really? I didn't know that.
at
That's
Kapua.
wild. I did not know that. And what was your air? What were your various air names?
Well, let's see. I've been Richard Paul, Dick Paul, and Richard Sands. None of which are my real name.
I was going to say Richard Sands. You probably got that name when you were in Hawaii.
That's
The
right.
Sands.
I took the Sands and the beach.
I'm a pretty smart
It's
guy.
stuck ever since. I wish I didn't have a professional name now because, don't worry, nobody's calling.
We haven't opened the phone lines or given out.
No, we
the
haven't.
No, we have not done that. Why don't you do that?
Well,
Why don't we do that and then we can play some spots and come back and take some calls if anybody wants to ask the bosses any questions now that you've met the bosses. Our numbers are 478-LIVE. If you live in San Jose, you can call us toll-free, 1-800-696-1053. If you live in the East Bay, you can call and say, how come you can't
Look at
call
those
the
phones
800
light up. Look at those phones light up. I swear to God.
Hey, number 3 is broken. Call in the engineer. And, of course, our fax number is always open 24 hours a day at 77-LIVE. We'll take your calls right after these messages on Live 105. Good morning. We're back on Live 105 with a live studio audience. We're the Live 105 bosses, Richard Sands and Pat McNally. And Pat?
Well, yeah, Richard, as you know, most of the time we back sell the music on the radio station after the songs are played. The jock comes on and says that was so-and-so. We're going to do a couple things differently today. One thing we're going to back sell the commercials as well as the music. We just heard the Microsoft commercial, which I thought was done very well. Before that, of course, was the Northern California Chevy dealers out of Graham Advertising, the great people over there.
God love
God
them.
love them. Before that, of course, my favorite beer, Budweiser, one of my favorite beers, and the great people who are our friends at Budweiser. Jim Parent, and he's a media giant among beer magnates. And, of course, before that, our friends at the Punchline, David Mayeri and all the people over there. And I want to remind David that Tuesday, March 10th, I want a nice table for Bobby Slayton. I'm going to go see Bobby that particular day. So that was that group of advertisers. As you all know, of course, they support the radio station. If it wasn't for the advertisers, there would be no Live 105.
Thank you very much. Here's something you never hear on the Alex Bennett Show, a time check. It's 6:25.
How about that temperature, Richard?
Well, right now it's 55 degrees.
That's right.
And might rain by Sunday.
Okay, great.
Now let's go to these phones. I mean, like they lit up right away. What
They
do people
really
wanna-
did.
What do they want to say to us at
I don't
6:25?
know.
Let's find
Just
out.
don't
Let's go
swear.
to this first caller. Good morning. You're on with the bosses here at Live 105.
Hold on, let me muffle my voice here. I think that Sal Castaneda deserves a big raise, his own parking spot, and our personal secretary. I think Sal's doing a great job.
Shut up, I gotta do traffic.
That's
Yeah, this is just some caller, and yeah, I really think he's doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Bye.
Castaneda.
Thank you very much for that call. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi, good morning. I had a question.
Wally Cox.
Well, fire away, sir.
Okay, the question is, how come you're so anal retentive about getting the news on exactly at a certain time in the morning?
Thank you for calling, sir.
Well, why don't we answer that question?
Okay, I'm sorry. I blew that guy
Yeah,
out.
no, I think it's just
Pat, caller number 3, hold on.
Hold
We'll get to
on,
you
we'll
in a
be
moment.
right with you. I mean, I don't know that we're anal retentive about it, but people have patterns that they establish in the morning. You know, you get up at a certain time.
You shave at 7:05.
You do some of those.
Take
other,
the shower at 7:10.
And you know, I mean, people get used to hearing things at the same time every day, and that's why we're, as you say, anal retentive about trying at least to come within a few minutes of getting the news on time. With Alex, I never know if he's early for the 8 o'clock news class or late for the 7:30, because it's usually about quarter to the hour before he gets it on. But that's why we try to get Alex and to get to the news. It's somewhere reasonable.
Thank you, Mr. McNally. Can we help you, please, on Live 105?
Excuse me?
Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Sally, and I want to know why you guys rehired Alex Bennett. Everybody hates him. We want to hear more music in the morning.
Richard, would you like to field that one?
What do I do with that? Okay. Well, it's interesting because actually we have a survey out right now in the Bay Guardian, and maybe you filled it out, maybe you didn't, but you open up one and it says, I love Alex Bennett. It's the only reason I listen to Live 105. Then you look at the next survey. It goes, I hate Alex Bennett. If you get rid of him, I'll listen in the morning. And it's it's like half a dozen of some, 6 of another. Yeah. But when it comes down to it, is a lot of people actually enjoy listening to Alex Bennett, even though they say they hate him. And the ratings are there to prove that he's a very successful morning man.
You know how many people say to me, God, I hate that Alex Bennett. The other morning I was listening and blah, 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 blah. I mean, the point of the matter is his ratings are very good. I think more people want to hear him than don't want to hear him. Certainly, that's been my experience.
But we are aware that people do not like Alex Bennett, but many people do. I mean, that's just, it's kind of, you kind of have to balance it out and see what happens. We happen to enjoy his show. Let's take the next call. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi, this is Fred from Hayward.
Thank you, Fred.
My dog's name's Fred, by the way.
Oh, rough.
well, can you can ask a question of the bosses. That's what we're here for today.
Great. I'm wondering, are you looking for any help right now?
Actually, we are.
Yes, we are.
We have a position open.
Receptionist.
It's a kind of people always say, how can I get started in radio? And you live in the Bay Area, and generally in radio you have to start in a smaller market. It's kind of like baseball or something. You start in the low minors and you move your way up to the major leagues.
Except for Stephanie Kelmar, who started at KNBR, a 50,000 watt radio station in the 4th market.
Working for free.
Whatever you are.
That's another thing. It's like people are interns or they start out for free. But we actually have a receptionist, which is considered at this radio station kind of an entry level position. The person who's the current receptionist has now moved up into the promotion department.
Patty Pastor.
Wow.
And so the position's open. I don't know what are they taking calls on it or just send in the application.
We're not taking calls on it, but
send in a resume.
Send a resume in to Ed Cabrera,
our business manager. So that's a position that's open right now, sir.
Well, I'd like to know if I could create my own position.
Well, create your own position.
I'm a counselor, and I was wondering if you might need some a personnel person for the station.
We probably could need one, but we don't have one in the budget.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
We're going to take a break for some music here on the Alex Bennett program on Live 105, and we'll be right back with your calls after that. James on Live 105. What a great show they had in Union Square. I don't know how many people. Oh, our live studio audience is here. We got all of one. Yeah. James put on an incredible show in Union Square. That was so great. It kind of drizzled and rained, stopped and started a bit, but what a fantastic man. These guys are going to be huge.
Really nice people, and the MTV was there and did a whole thing on them. And they also
120 minutes they featured it.
Yeah, and they also sent us some great ribs from Memphis, Tennessee.
They did. This band is incredible. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing a James t-shirt right now. As like a program director, you get all sorts of this payola stuff. And it's like, right. Here's the shirt. Play the record.
Sometimes he shares it with me. Sometimes he doesn't.
Very rarely. I'm Richard Sands, along with Pat McNally, the general manager. We're in for Alex Bennett, who will be back on Monday, along with Lori Thompson, who will make her return. We've got your phone calls before we go to the news. Let's take a call here. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi, this is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
I have a whole bunch of stuff to tell you.
Oh.
To begin with, every day should be like a Dreadfast Sunday, don't you think?
Well, depends, but yeah, I guess you think so.
And I gotta say, you know your little intro that says "Remembering the Quake"?
Right.
I think that's kind of pointless to say that you want to be like another station that doesn't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I don't think that's the point. I mean, I think the point is there are a lot of people in town who remember the quake. We're not trying to pattern ourselves. I don't think necessarily totally after the quake, but it was certainly an interesting radio station while it was on the air, and some of our people on the air here, Big Rick, Alex, our alumni of the Quake. And
Yeah, the Quake was nice, but you're a whole station all by your own.
That's right.
this is true. Well, we'll
Okay,
consider-
we have a lot of calls, so we're going to go to the next one. Thank you very much. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi, good morning. You guys ever going to sell T-shirts?
We actually are at Nordstrom.
Nordstrom's right now. They just went on sale.
Just went on sale. It's a brand new one. It's really quite handsome. Unusual. Okay?
Oh, we have to go to Nordstrom's. We can't get them at like one of the record stores or anything.
Unfortunately,
Can't
that's
get them
where they
at a
are.
record store. You've got to go to Nordstrom's.
That's where they are right now. Thanks a lot for calling. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. And yourself?
We're doing great. What can we do for you?
Okay, well, I want to talk about the fact that the East Bay doesn't have its own line. And we're in a different area code now.
I know.
East Bay has a line, and and it's like we're second-class listeners.
No, it's not. That's not. It's a very good point. And
Well
it's
taken. We
something-
have thought of it.
and
We've
something-
brought it up with our controller who
Yeah,
controls
we're
the
looking
money.
into it, okay? And
We certainly are probably going to have one. It's just a matter of time. And
And then, there's, of course, the entire Alex Bennett question.
What's that?
Which is, Alex is fine. He can stay there. He just needs to play a heck of a lot more music. Because that's the compromise situation that they need to bring out.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Okay, no
as the program director, I agree. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
I just want to say I've been out here for some long time. I think Alex Bennett is one of the funniest fellows I've ever heard. And some of his guests are too. Even when he whines a little bit about how he's feeling bad when he lost a lady or something like that. But the comment I have is, I don't know how to say it graciously, but I'd like to have it come out that way. It seems like there's an awful lot of interest in over-liberal kind of issues, and I know you folks have a gay hour on, and I don't really mind anybody who's wanting to do anything their own way, but I feel much better about things like that if those people seem to take a much better, friendlier attitude toward other people. And it might well be that in those hours or times you focus on things like that, those folks are part of the community and other people are too. It may be a nice venue, if you will, or platform for people to talk about it, getting on with one another and recognizing that other people have interests which may be different.
Okay. Thank you very much for the point. Unfortunately, we're running a little bit late.
Hey, we're
on the Alex
late for the
Bennett.
news here. God forbid.
We're right on time. We will take some more calls.
Let me make a note here. Marilyn was on time. Matt was on time. Jeff Bolt was on time. Richard and Pat, late.
Oh, man. Harry, you've done a great job filling in for Lori. She'll be back on Monday. And I'd like to mention that Warren Spotswood, the comedian, will be in just after the 7 o'clock hour. You too on Live 105. We're back. We're the Live 105 bosses with a live studio audience. I'm Richard Sands, and General Manager Pat McNally's
Hello
here. There. Right now, we have something special for Pat, don't we? Let's see. Can we hear that?
Richard Sands on KITS.
The rock of the 90s. Live 105.
That's my jingle. Can we hear Pat?
We have jingles.
Yeah. Hey, it's a big time morning show.
It's Pat. It's Pat. It's Pat. It's Pat. It's Pat. It's Pat. McNally in the morning.
McNally in the morning. McNally in the morning.
I wish you wouldn't do that. Makes me feel like I've had one too many. Now for the serious bit. The rock of the 90s. Live 105.
We have our own jingles
Whoa,
here.
very interesting.
Alex has got the Alex Boner
There you
show,
go.
and we've got our things. It's 9 minutes before 7 at Live 105. And
Time
now,
check.
it's time for the Merchant of the Week.
Okay, you all know how that works. Our spies go out and find a merchant that's listening to Live 105, and you, of course, get 5 free plugs on the Alex Bennett Show. And Alex might be on vacation this week, but the Live 105 Merchant of the Week is not. The way the deal works is if our spies catch you listening where you work, your place of business receives 5 free plugs right here on Alex's show on Live 105. This week it's Antipasta. Antipasta has the Bay Area's freshest pasta, simply sensational sauces, it says here, and a brilliant assortment of fresh breads. And it also says here, hey, we didn't write this copy, they did. Wait, there's more too. When you shop at Antipasta, you're not just taking home an exciting experience. Oh, no. You're taking home a homemade meal. Go into any one of Antipasta's 7 locations before March 1st, mention Live 105 and receive fresh pasta for 2, absolutely free. No noodles attached. And remember, it pays to listen all the time to Live 105. Thank you very much.
Stephanie Kalmar, morning show producer, actually went into Antipasta yesterday, and she asked for her free pasta, and only 5 people this week have gone and asked for free. It's free!
And they weren't listening to Live 105. But they were by the time that I left.
I see.
Our spies come back and try to catch you again.
Well, I think
you're not listening the second time. You know, like we nuked the place.
They almost said I wasn't deserving of the pasta because I was the one who found them. So I said, no.
The free pasta bit. Now, we got a fax
at
777 Live. Dear bosses, I've been listening to Alex Bennett for years, and I can't stand him. When is he getting back?
Well, he'll be back next week.
Monday. Let's go to the phones. We have some calls waiting. Good morning. You're on Live 105 with the bosses.
Hi, I've got 2 quick questions, as they say on the Larry King Show. First, why does your station have such a bad signal, and on top of that, sandwiched in between these 2 country stations? And second, why do you think that other modern rock station out of Sacramento is shooting itself in the foot by playing the same 30 songs over and over?
Yeah. Where do you live?
Where do you live?
Davis. Hopefully that'll change soon.
Yeah, well, we don't actually have a bad signal. Everybody kind of has the same disadvantage on FM. You know, FM signal hits buildings and it stops. AM, your signal kind of can bounce and skip all over the place. But FM, everybody's got pockets where they don't come in well, and there's a few places in the city where Live 105 isn't heard well, and when you get around Davis, you do have some stations that are pretty close on the dial, so you have trouble. But actually, I've driven up to Tahoe and can hear us way up past Auburn, almost all the way up to Tahoe. But in the flatlands of Sacramento, we have trouble. Now, there is a new modern station you asked about in
KWOD.
It's kind of more like they consider themselves a top 40 station that kind of is an adventurous top 40, so they don't even consider themselves in the same league as us. Of course, I read in an article where their program director said, we're not influenced by Live 105 whatsoever.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah. But,
I mean, I used to work with the guy who runs the radio station, and I mean, you know, like Richard said, they're really a contemporary hit radio station that's flavored with some of the stuff we play, but I think they still play Madonna and stuff like that.
I don't know if it's Madonna, but they do play the songs over and over and over and over. But, you know, this format is starting to spread in other markets. Seattle finally got a modern station. There's now one in Kansas City, of all places, at night. Houston's got one now from 7 o'clock on. And
one in Minneapolis.
It's starting to spread, and we're actually glad to see the success of the format. Thanks for calling, okay?
Right.
Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hello there.
Hello?
Wait a
Is
second.
this E?
Uh-oh.
Or is this Rick?
Hey, that's Webb.
This is Webb, that's
sorry.
right.
Oh, Webb, how you doing, bud?
Like we don't know what we're doing here, Webb. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Webb Fingers.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. Get out the old and into the cold.
Wow, you guys sound so professional. It's great.
Yeah.
It's excellent. Well, these are my bosses.
We just want to be as professional as you, Webb.
Yeah.
All right? You're my idol.
I got some questions for you. Can I ask questions even though I'm an employee? Okay.
You can you fire along with Lori Thompson, who we've missed, and I'm Richard Sands, along with the general manager of the radio station, E. Pat McNally, and our guest today is Warren Spotswood.
And I'm going to backsell those commercials. We heard the Microsoft...
that backsell, that's kind of one of those radio terms.
That's right, it is. Normally we backsell the music. We're also going to backsell the commercials this morning. We also heard from Sony Pictures promoting the movie Gladiator, thanks to Valerie Bailey at Lestrange and Associates. We also heard from NBC, Nightmare Cafe, and that's Yolanda Porter over at Hal Riney and Partners, one of the great agencies in town. We also heard from the people at AMCO,
Double A,
BBC, Melinda Maurer, and
Claude Akins on Live 105. That's great.
And I think that was it. Did I get everybody in? Did I mention Sony Pictures?
Yes,
I already did. So that's thanks to all of those fine advertisers, and of course to the salespeople that sold the advertising time.
Yes, and that's how, incidentally, radio works. And why do you run all those commercials? I mean, it is kind of, it's like kind of the exchange process. You get the radio for free, but the commercials are what pays the bills here. It's 7:36 at Live 105. Still to come, we will today have a fabulous letters segment. And, Harry O.
Excuse me, Richard. I wanted to ask, as a listener, I wanted to ask one thing. It's like you guys always play like these cool songs, you know, and I really like the cool songs you play, but if you play all these songs, other people will hear them and they'll like them too. Now, what are you going to do about that? Please tell me.
You know, it's really funny you say that, because I remember when we first switched to Live 105, and I think you were here then, Harry. I got a call from a girl who said, "Don't play The Cure. The band doesn't want to have their music on the radio. They do not want people to hear their music." And I'm like, so,
they want to be put in a pit with snakes.
They don't want to be popular. They don't want people to hear. Do not play The Cure on the radio.
Mainstream.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I mean, that's what happens. I mean, when we started, U2 was like not even played on K-Fog and Rockers. I mean, like maybe once every week they'd hear that song. And now, of course, U2 and REM are like the height of mainstream in a way, and that's just kind of the way music goes. Like the bands kind of move their way through from underground to overground. And
right.
What's that promotion that we run once in a while? We play the song 6 months before the rest of the station.
I mean, or even sometimes longer.
A year even, sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, here now, the news.
Great.
Jesus Jones on Live 105, and Jesus Jones was here yesterday with Mark Hamilton. He played some songs that are big hits in England and asked them their opinion. I thought that was kind of cool, kind of interesting. And Pat was just mentioning, incidentally, Pat McNally, our general manager here. Richard Sands, along with our comedian Warren Spotswood, who's here today.
Hello, Cheeky.
It's our Ask the Bosses show.
And Warren's at Foo Bars in Martinez, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. Gotta get that plug in.
Martinez, two shows tonight, 8:30 and 10:30.
All right.
With the incredible Dave Picorni and Ross Bennett.
Super.
The Jesus Jones you're mentioning is a song that we played probably 6 to 9 months before anybody else even played it.
It was one of our free concerts, remember, over a year ago? And it rained, like the James show, and we took it inside. Do you remember that?
I certainly do. It was the best show all year that I saw. Yeah. It was incredible. The band is awesome. And I told them that yesterday. We are getting some faxes here from our listeners. Our fax number is 777-LIVE. Or if you'd like to call us today. That's kind of the theme of the show. It's Ask the Bosses 478-LIVE. San Jose, we've got a toll-free number for you at 1-800-696-1053. Dear Bosses, this fax came in today from the Los Gatos Saratoga Board of Realtors. I grew up in San Diego listening to 91X until attending Berkeley in the mid-'80s. Then the quake filled the void between AOR stations, AOR being album-oriented rock. Then one semester I returned and the quake was suddenly gone. I listened to Alex then and I listen now, of course, never agreeing with his or Harry's views, but that's life in the Bay Area. Unfortunately, I'm an executive for a trade association and can't listen to Live 105 during the day. Have to present an image of maturity, says this letter. But I listen to Alex until 8 a.m. and then Ricardo Grande in the afternoon after 5. Rick and Sal are awesome. I would put Live 105 on my company's hold recording except for the extortion payments for BMI and ASCAP licensing and all the comments about social distortion for my 50-year-old members.
If anybody else would like to send in a 7,000-word essay this morning.
This is quite a long one.
On perhaps on propaganda and the rise of the fascist movements in Italy and Germany. Here's another 17-page fax. Good morning. I would like to say I've been looking forward to this morning all week. Why? Instead of complaining to the bosses, I would like to say excellent job down there. Thanks for keeping modern rock as the main deal. People shouldn't complain that you don't play some bands. They should be thankful that we have a modern music station.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Here's a couple of questions.
That is from
Ed Cranston.
That's from Ed himself. There we go.
Here's a couple of questions. How about a progress report on Rob Francis? Rob Francis at Mars FM in L.A. It's like kind of a new a lot of people have heard of K-Rock in Los Angeles. This is a competing station in L.A. that's more modern dance. If you like this Masters mix at night, it's kind of like non-stop mix show there.
Disco with an attitude.
So I think our pie is ready out of the oven. I know that and to Ed Cramp, it asks here, I know they both left for the Southland. Ed left to go down to a station in Oxnard, California. He bought a station down there and unfortunately didn't do that well. He came up and worked in San Jose at a kind of an oldies station, and now he's at the other oldie station in town, KSFO KYA. Pat is back selling the commercials. That is funny, it says here.
Thank you very much.
Dick, can you name some of your most dedicated listeners? Yes, but I think you should invite listeners to share some good experiences about Live 105.
We do.
This goes on. Thank you very much. Here's some of my favorite
15
letterheads.
pages.
So
Here's
forth.
one. Congratulations on sirs, it says. I haven't been called a sir in a while. Congratulations on being in business more than 5 years. I think Live 105 has done a great job with fantastic shows like the Alternative Hour and the Import Hour. The shows are extremely important, even though I don't listen to them religiously. And then it says, along those lines, I have two questions. Will Live 105 fire Steve Masters and get a more intelligent, professional, and interesting music director / evening DJ? E.g. Rob Francis.
Sounds like it's from a promo.
And the answer to that is no. Secondly, has Live 105 thought more about playing a format that resembles Mars FM? A format that is less influenced by the dull American recording industry, e.g. format consisting of more house from Belgium, Germany, Holland, Britain.
I think that would be, to answer the second question, the Mars FM format where it's mostly dance music. Dance somehow is quite polarizing. You you play the dance songs. I don't like the dance music, disco stuff you guys play, and somehow when you mix the rock and the dance, you get the two different audiences. And I think if you did one or the other, it'd probably be more successful than just, we played more of the house music, which we have in the past. Over the evolution of the radio station, there has been more of the dance influence, I guess, and weren't our more successful times. The more rock edge seems to have been more successful for the radio station, and more people seem to enjoy that. Steve Masters is a great guy. No, we're not going to fire him. We have the letters jingle, don't we?
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Everybody, let's sing the whole song this time. Alex already cut it. Letters. Come on, louder.
Letters.
We get your letters every day.
Mailman, mails today. I don't know all the words to that one. There it is.
Oh, we get letters.
They are really singing this, folks.
Oh, boy!
This is not like the new kids on the block. They are really singing it, and they would be proud to admit it in a court of law, which we may have to if we don't stop.
I don't know all the words to that one. I have to practice.
I admit, I had everybody singing. I don't know what they are either. We have these surveys out now. Just thought we'd take a look at some of the surveys that are in the Bay Guardian. If you have yours, please send your survey back, because we do pay attention to this. This comes from a 28-year-old male. I'm just reading these at random. Transition to living as a female. This guy is like a male on his way to a female because he has sex. Listens 40 to 50 hours a week. Also listens to KDFC. He learned about us from a commercial or a billboard. His favorite things are Alex Bennett, the music, of course, Rick Stewart, Steve Masters' mixes and personality, spontaneity of DJs, irreverent humor, including that which is at others' expense, i.e. radio and other personalities.
But one thing, according to the ratings, I didn't know if you knew this or not, Richard, we're number one in a lot of areas. We're number one in transsexuals. Did you know that? And I'm very proud of that fact.
Research shows that. Yeah, but what really annoys me about is Live 105 is Sinead bald-headed Freak O'Connor songs. Don't ever play them if you get the chance. Would like to hear more crazy songs like Negative Lands U2, Yellow, Art of Noise, Kraftwerk, Front 242, and the like. Hey, would you guys stop playing? Nothing in particular already. And there's an attached sheet. Here, Pat, you can read the letter.
What a vitriolic thing against Sinead O'Connor.
This is from Leslie Rieger of Richmond.
No names, please. First names only.
Leslie.
Do not say the name Leslie Rieger.
Okay, this won't fit on the survey sheet. I've got a great idea. Purchase a satellite channel such as that offered by Satellite CD Radio Inc. of Washington, D.C. That way you can broadcast nationwide and possibly to Canada and Mexico. That way myself or any other listener can hear you wherever you go. How
about that? Can we get up on satellite? I think it's a great idea.
It's a great idea. You want to help us pay for it. So anyway, if you can't go satellite, try to really boost the power way up, or dare I say add an AM transmission for distant outlying areas.
I think that's a great idea.
Many would cringe at that idea, blah, blah, blah.
A lot of people do ask us, why don't you guys increase your power? Why don't we?
Well, legally we can't.
Why don't we?
Legally we can't.
As you say, you're not allowed.
Going into Gilroy.
It'd be nice
right
if we could, we're getting to Gilroy.
Are we getting to Gilroy?
But they get that letter or a comment frequently saying, why don't you guys boost your power? I mean, if we could, we would. Believe me, we'd like to.
And again, as we were talking earlier, the Bay Area, because of the terrain, every FM signal has its pockets where it's difficult to pick up, and we have ours certainly.
Here's a letter from a 24-year-old female who listens 10 to 15 hours a week to Live 105. Also listens to KMEL, KSOL, KFOG, Double 99, and KPOO. Her favorites are the Dread Flash, Big Rick and Alex Bennett, Trippin' Tuesday, and the Traffic Reports. Sal Castaneda. Right. We had a call, the very first call of the day. Somebody thought Sal Castaneda was great. Really annoys me about Live 105 is Laurie Thompson and Steve Masters. I remember him from his wild days in New Jersey. Hated it. As it says here, I'd like to hear more reggae, dance hall, house. Also, don't be so afraid to play Public Enemy or other quality rap artists. Hey, would you guys stop playing that the word that means stuff that comes out of your body? You've been playing lately already. Comments, Big Rick is the best thing going there. Give him a raise. Mark Hamilton is cool, too. Don't let Steve Masters interview anybody. Sorry, Steve. The comment there. 16-year-old female writes to tell she used to listen to X100 before they died. I've been listening to Live 105 for a year and a half, and what a wonderful year and a half it's been. She likes the modern rock classics, Saturdays, On the Edge, Sunday Night Live, the UK Cafe, Steve Masters Mix, Big Rick Stewart, and every day at 6:15 when Big Rick and Steve switch shifts, they fool around. She likes that.
That's pretty funny stuff.
And what's very funny about these surveys, we don't have to go through all of them, but I had Big Rick in my office the other day. I said, Rick, no matter what, we're going to open this up. Somebody's going to say they love you. And the next one we're going to open, they're going to say they hate you. And that's the way the surveys go almost invariably.
And Rick broke down and cried, didn't he?
But that's what happened. We opened them up. Love Big Rick. The best thing about the station. You open the next one. What really annoys me about Live 105 is Big Rick. When you tell them, he's stupid and just shut up. So let's take some phone calls here. The numbers you want to call, 478-LIVE. San Jose, 1-800-696-1053. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Very good. Now, can we cut to your comment? Thank you very much.
Sure.
I'm not trying to be rude. Just, a lot of people want to call. So
yes. Go ahead.
The phone lines
are jammed.
Hi, is this Richard and Pat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I've been waiting to get through to you. This is Melinda Mower. I'm media director at Darien and Kilburg. Thank you very much for the plug on AMCO. And I just want to say...
Claude Aikens here.
What's that?
Claude Aikens right here, honey.
All right.
He's your spokesman.
And also I wanted to say Elisa is just great.
Is she? Okay, well...
One of our salespeople.
She's one of our salespeople who handles your account.
Yeah,
she's taking good care of you?
Oh, excellent.
Did she pay you to call?
No, she didn't. She told me to tune in between 7:25 and 7:45, and sure enough, I heard you guys on the air.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say also, I love your format. You're very exclusive. You've got an active, educated, responsive audience, and thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Live 105, good morning.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Just a comment and then a question. My comment is I think Steve Masters is the best mixer around. I've heard other DJs do mixing and stuff, and nobody compares to Steve Masters. He is the greatest.
Thank you.
And my question is concerning live broadcasts. You guys do a great job, too. I remember when you guys used to have the live broadcasts, at the clubs and stuff, go until like 3 in the morning and stuff, and now you've cut them back. My question is why?
Okay, well, thank you very much. We'll take that call. The live broadcasts go basically from 12 to 12:45 now, and the thinking there was, too much of a good thing. Some people would enjoy 3 or 4 hours of a live broadcast, but it's very tiring for the disc jockey to work for 4 hours straight of just mixing. So that was one area, fatigue, and the second area was, let's play something else for the other listeners after the
that aren't part of the broadcast.
It's about a minute before 8. Let's take another call on Live 105. Hi, you're on with the bosses. Go right ahead.
Hi, I'm calling because I wanted to make a comment.
Go ahead.
I hate to sound nasty or anything, but don't ever let Lori Thompson replace Alex when he goes away. I just think that everybody's probably going to hate me for saying this, but I think that she really tries too hard and she ends up not being funny. And I just think that she needs, maybe you need to get somebody that's a little bit more, that knows how to say their words correctly.
I wasn't aware Lori didn't know how to say her words correctly.
Well, she's always messing something up. She can't say a word right. And not that I could do it any better.
She can't say a word properly.
Correct. She can't say a word correctly. And I just thought that I wanted to make my comment because I really like everything about the station. I've been listening forever, and but that's the only thing that I don't like.
Thank you very much.
For the comment.
I think this has been a lot of fun this week, where we've had various hosts. We started off about a week and a half ago. Greg Proops, I thought was very funny. Big Rick Stewart show was incredible last week. I'm a huge Big Rick Stewart fan, and I thought that was a lot of fun. And then this week, having a different host every week was kind of entertaining. I know what you think, Pat.
I agree. But back to that caller for a second. For everyone that would call up and say what that young lady said, we would get an equal number, if not more, that would say, "Gee, I wish Lori would fill in every time Alex goes on vacation." So
quite a few letters that say, "Can you make Lori the permanent host?"
Absolutely.
And Lori and Lisa were great, and why don't you go back to them? So let's take another call here on Live 105. Good morning. You're on with the bosses.
Hello.
Hello. Is this 105?
It sure is.
Just wanted to ask a question.
Well, this is your chance. You're on live. Remember, when you call, we put you on the air, and then you ask your question.
Okay.
This is your chance. Now you're on the air.
Go for it.
Okay. My question is, when you guys do the Sunday Night Live show...
Right, it's Sting this weekend.
Okay. Is it absolutely necessary to, A, cut in and have a commercial during the show, and B, to just say you're listening to Live 105, which is obvious? I mean...
Well, is the problem you're taping the show and you don't like to have that?
Exactly. That's the whole reason. I mean, it's a great program, and I'm very excited that you guys have it because of the opportunity to tape some live music. It's fantastic.
You got to understand one thing. You know, we have to identify ourselves once in a while because we live and die with ratings. And if people are listening to the radio station and you know, don't know what station they're listening to because we haven't identified ourselves, you know, we'll be out of business at some point in time. As far as the commercial goes,
that's how we get the show. Also, I mean, it's like these aren't all shows that that we've gone out and recorded. The BBC transcription service has basically recorded them, and in exchange for us carrying the show, there are some commercials that we must run. So there are obligations. Let's take one more call before we have to take a break. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hello.
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay. I was listening to your guys' show. I'm at work now, so I can't hear what's going on. But I just wanted to let you know that I think it was a really great idea to let comedians take over for when Alex was gone, because like Greg Proops and Matt Weinhold, those were really great shows, very funny, and something different, I think Alex has a great show going, but he's only as funny as the people that he surrounds himself with. So maybe once a week it would be great to turn the show over to another comedian or something for just a change of pace.
It's a very good idea. We appreciate the call very much.
Hang on one second. Line 3.
Oh, this must be an important call.
Important call.
Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this Mr. Richard Sands?
Well, that sounds like the voice of Lori Thompson.
Yes, I just heard that bitch tragedy.
Lori, did you call to defend yourself?
Right.
I called first of all to say that rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated.
They certainly are.
To paraphrase Mr. Twain. And just say that, gosh, you guys are doing a fine job. I'm worried that when I come back, I won't have a job because you and Mr. McNally are handling things so capably.
You can call me Pat, Lori.
Yeah, well, no, Lori, it's not. I don't think that very frequently Pat and I are just going to get 3 hours of sleep and come in and do the show and then do the rest of our jobs. So you don't have to worry about
It's
that.
still fun waking up at 4, though, isn't it?
Oh,
it's a
boy.
riot.
I woke up at 2:55. Couldn't get back to sleep.
And then you wake up every 3 minutes until, of course, the hour before you have to wake up.
Exactly.
Lori, we're going to look forward to your return on Monday.
I'm very, very jazzed to return. I'm very excited about it. I had a bunch of things to take care of, but I'm very happy to come back. And Alex is going to be back.
Have you talked to Alex at all recently?
I haven't. I didn't know he was back in town.
I don't know that he is.
He's not. I think he'll be back Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea.
Yes, but, well, actually, the only reason I took off is because I didn't want to go to France.
Yeah.
So.
As I understand it from the people who were there, you missed quite a great time.
I heard.
Well, Stephanie, you'd like to tell us about that great time you
Lori,
had?
I want to know how the breast implant surgery went.
Stephanie, I've got a sock, and I suggest you put it in it, okay?
Lori, you know how this show goes. We'd love to chat with you, but I'm running late for the news.
Gotta go.
You're listening to Live 105. We have a live studio audience here today. You're just tuning in. This is our very special one-time only Ask the Bosses segment. I'm Richard Sands, the program director, along with Pat McNally, our general manager.
And we want to backsell these commercials. Once again, we heard, of course, from the Saab people, Bill Miles, a wonderful guy, and the people in New York at MBS, Jessica Silver and so forth. Before that, KPIX Television, the new WKRP. I want to say hi to Carol Tweedle, one of the local sales managers over there, a longtime friend of mine. The great people at Taco Bell, Jan Barnett and the Taco Bell group at Foot Cone Building here in San Francisco, and their client, Susan Skase. And, of course, the great people at Bill Graham, Kathy Crocker, Penny Hoyle, Mark Westland, and all the group there. And I also want to say hello to the people at Southwest Airlines, Liz Soto and the group, even though they're not advertising today. I just want to say hi to them.
Oh, what
it's about 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, a little time check, something you never hear on the Alex Bennett Show.
We're here also Warren Spotswood's with us today, who's at Foo Bars. Warren, thanks for coming in. Here's a fax that we got today. Big cheeses. Keep up the good work. I travel a bit and have not found a station that even comes close to Live 105. However, a suggestion for improvement. Limit Alex's complaining about ex-girlfriends to 1 day a week. Should put that in bold in his next contract.
How about the uvula, though?
It's
the 2 days a week.
The girlfriend thing, got depressing to us. It's kind of like, Alex, we've heard enough. But he was so depressed, it was hard to work him out.
One thing with Alex, what you see is what you get. Well, he wears it right on his sleeve. There's no acting there.
Harry O, this one's for you. Bosses, I'm a dedicated Live 105 listener, and I commend the alternatives Live 105 offers on the weekends. But I have one suggestion. One weekend you had mini concerts, another you had modern rock classics. How about the thrashing sounds of modern polka?
Ooh.
There is
where am I?
Yeah, we're going to have Byron Floor and screaming.
This is an alternative. This is an alternative never explored by any other station in the country.
That's not true. There is an all polka station,
but not modern polka.
Oh, not modern.
That's
no.
a classic
No,
polka.
okay,
It's an
right.
exploding underground phenomenon. Talk to me, says Tony. Love Big Rick.
Well, there is still, I think Polka Side still exists as a group somewhere around South of Market. But I just wanted to say it's been a great show this morning, you guys. Pat has more plugs than PG&E, though. It's
That's
really
true. Somebody's got to plug these sponsors.
We'll be back with more of your phone calls, but right now here is the news.
Okay,
listen to them all, and you'll get back either a good form letter or a bad form letter.
Okay, well, I've been doing radio for about 10 years, and I programmed a modern rock show at a station at Chico. So, well, I don't know.
I'd like to hear it.
I'll send you a TNR. It's on the way.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Richard.
Bye-bye. Coming up this weekend, we've got tickets to this big PILBAD2 live show. It's an incredible concert. We'll be giving those away starting this afternoon and all weekend long, every hour. Let's take one more call before we go to Harry. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi, I got two quick questions.
Fire away. Question number one.
What is the average age of your listeners?
I'd say probably about
30.
Yeah,
30.
27 to 30.
30, in that neighborhood.
The second question is...
How old are you?
22.
I mean, that's you said average.
Yeah,
I mean,
like there's some 22s
Right, yeah.
and some 38s.
I was just curious. And also, there's a lot of alternative and independent music out there. What criteria determines a song modern rock and acceptable for your playlist?
Okay, thank you very much. The Steve Masters is the music director of Live 105. Steve listens to virtually everything. It's kind of a unique station in that we don't just listen to the stuff that the big record companies send us. Steve goes out to record stores. He looks through the import bins, and he picks them out by saying, oh, there's a cool cover, and he doesn't know anything about the band, buys the record, takes it home, and checks it out. We generally have a weekly or daily music meeting between himself and I. And
between himself and me.
Thank
a
you,
little
Pat.
humor there.
And we listen to the songs and decide kind of on a song-by-song basis, does it fit the sound, whether it's an independent label or whatever. And we do have an indie hour, incidentally, that happens on Sunday nights where it's exclusively songs from independent and small labels.
And I don't know of another station in the Bay Area that can, make that claim that they actually go out and...
I don't think there's most of them have like consultants now. Consultancy. Most radio stations have a consultant that tells them what the format is. Like, well, what we're going to be is kind of a light rock station, and we're going to test these songs, and here's the 300 best songs, and that's what we're going to play. And there's absolutely no input locally from the station, and that happens both the rock stations in San Francisco and probably in San Jose have consultants, and it's kind of the dictated playlist. And we have no consultant, and it's just kind of fly by the seat of your pants.
Our consultant is God.
Our consultant is, we really don't have one. But, hey, enough about us. We're running
Does that
late
mean
for
that we
the
don't
news.
have a God or that we don't have a consultant?
Yeah.
Here we are, Nietzsche, right
They
here.
always say, don't
on
get
the air
into
for you
religion
people.
on the morning show.
Listening.
We're running late, and Harry, as you know, when Alex gets back, the only question, he doesn't care about this show other than like, well, did Richard get to the news on time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
we'll tell him we did.
Okay.
Here now the news.
But he'll be asking Lori, not me. So
That's true. Yeah,
that'll be good.
She won't know.
Okay. It's 8:40.
I think that's really great. That's the new one from Lush, and I think it's just fantastic. For Love, it's called. You're listening to Live 105. We've got a live studio audience here this morning. It's our very special once in a blue moon, once in a leap year kind of a situation with Ask the Bosses. I'm Richard Sands, the program director, along with Pat McNally, general manager, and our guest today is Warren Spotswood.
Good morning.
Taking your calls and your faxes about Live 105.
According to some people, we've had a record day for faxes here at the radio.
The fax machine is smoking in the lobby.
Questions to the owners. I've been listening to modern rock in the Bay Area since the new wave days of the Quake. When I lived in Southern California, I listened to K-Rock and 91X. I heard a Live 105 DJ refer to K-Rock as a sister station. Is K-Rock and Live 105 owned by the same company/person, Pat?
Of course not. No, K-Rock is owned by a company called Infinity Broadcasting, which also owns KOME in San Jose. And
91X is Noble Broadcasting.
Noble Broadcasting.
No affiliation whatsoever. We like those stations, but we're not in any way attached. Roland West, our evening DJ, used to work at K-Rock, incidentally. P.S. The gay programming is kind of sketchy, this person says. We do have a gay show, if you're not aware of it, every Sunday morning at 7 with Ken McPherson. It's called Hibernia Beach. It's
and the only one I know of regularly scheduled in the Bay Area. I don't know what you mean by
station,
intermittent.
Maybe in a commercial station anywhere, really.
Yeah.
It's not something that usually gets dealt with. Dear Live 105 bosses, just want to say that all those people who keep whining for more music in the morning have an alternative. They can go out and buy a tape for once and listen to that. But those of us who want to hear the type of spontaneous and original banter we get on the Alex Bennett Show have nowhere else to go. Please keep the show like it is. You're doing a great job, Paul of Brisbane. The bosses just wanted you to know that I've been listening for years, and basically there's nothing else around that's better. I love/hate Alex. I love laughing in the morning. I love Big Rick and Harry O and Lori Thompson and Lisa and the Green Hour and on. Keep it up.
Boy, it's a love fest.
The
last
few facts I've got.
It was actually suicidal here 20 minutes ago, and now we've turned into a Jim and Tammy Faye Baker love fest right here on the air.
Yeah,
Take the next one.
We love Alex. Leave him alone. We love Big Rick. We love Steve Masters. And my hubby Dave in Martinez talks to Harry O almost every Sunday. Don't change a thing. We're getting a lot of those.
Even though Harry doesn't know it, he talks to him.
2 Live 105. I think your station is excellent. Alex Bennett, Steve Masters, Big Rick Stewart are radio gods.
There you go.
Your station is unique and breaks the monotony in the cream puff music world. Don't change.
We read too many more of these, Richard.
Jennifer Altman. Well, then we'll get all the nasty calls.
No. The people will be lined up at my office for a raise.
That's true. Jennifer of Redwood City wrote that one. Dear Richard and Pat, I agree that Big Rick Stewart was great last Friday, but I would like to remind people that Big Rick did the morning show when Alex was fired briefly. He did one show with Steve
Rick,
Masters.
He did one with Tim,
he did one with Tim Bedore a couple times, too. So the Rick and Steve show is a classic. Like if you can get a bootleg of that tape. Big Rick is good in the morning once in a while, but not on a regular basis. I love Alex's show the way it is, and I like Big Rick where he is right now. Thanks for the opportunity to express myself. A devoted listener named Debbie.
Where is Big Rick right now?
Big Rick's probably listening, and he's probably irritated.
He's in bed right now, probably, with his lovely bride.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to the phones. We're going to try to get as many calls as possible in, because a lot of people have been calling, so try to keep your questions.
Be ready with your positive question.
You're on Live 105.
Hello, guys. I just really love the station a lot, but I've got one little problem.
Okay.
It seems that you play sometimes a new band, and as soon as you find out they're black or some of the members are black, you drop them.
Now, can you give me...
they're like the guys who play Fishbone and a couple of others, Living Color. You played them maybe a few times.
Yeah, but I don't think...
color has nothing to do with it.
Thank you for the call. The color issue... it's not like you hear a record and then we find out they're black and drop the record. I mean, that doesn't happen. Sometimes songs are popular or not popular, and we continue to play them. We do actually have a number of black artists in modern rock that get played, but I like to think we're kind of colorblind. But it's true that there aren't a lot of black people that do fit into the format. Yeah. You're on Live 105.
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment.
Mm-hmm. You're right on the air with the bosses.
Hey, talking about that last lady that just called. She's obviously not a regular listener, because you play reggae,
right?
Mm-hmm. And another comment is, you guys got a good station, but I'd like to know whether you guys have any plans on bringing Oz back from San Diego back to the Bay Area.
All right, thank you. Actually, at one time we did talk to Oz about bringing him up here, and we got pretty close to it. But then he signed kind of a long-term contract to stay in San Diego. But maybe one day he will return. We like Oz. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Yeah. I'm trying to get through to talk on the air.
You're on the air.
You're on the air, sir. Turn your radio down.
I'd like to hear a lot more of Big Rick Stewart in the morning. I think he should be the regular backup person. He's really funny, really original.
You want to call him and wake him up every morning?
Also, the other thing, I'd like to hear a lot more alternative rock and a lot less like Euro disco, like Erasure and electronic. I think that's really rehashed, and I think it's just overlived its stay.
Okay, what bands do you like right now?
The great one that I've heard like once is Smashing Pumpkins, Dinosaur Jr., Sonic Youth, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana. Just a lot more of original music made by people and less made by computers, I guess.
That's Depeche Mode.
All right, thanks.
That's Depeche Mode.
Okay, thank you for calling. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi. I just want to make a comment.
Sure.
I just want to say I think Alex is great because he's so depressing that he makes everybody's life seem great. You know what I'm saying?
You think you got problems? Right, just tune in and listen to Alex.
That's a positive way of looking.
That's good.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say I think Lori Thompson doesn't get enough credit either.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great because she's the only woman I think that really has a strong influence on the show. And, there's always a bunch of guys and stuff.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you Melanie Griffith?
I am.
Has anyone ever told you sound like Melanie Griffith?
No, but I guess that's good.
You do. That's very good.
Well, I just want to say you guys are doing a great job, and it's a great show to wake up to.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. Incidentally, Alex will be back on Monday. Lori Thompson will be back. She's been out for a few weeks.
Lisa Carr will be back.
Lisa Carr has returned from France immediately. Got sick. Before she went to France, she got sick. She got back from France. She got sick.
But while she was in France, she was fine.
Ladies and gentlemen. So, good morning. You're on Live 105.
Good morning.
Hey.
Fire away.
Are you Melanie Griffith?
Only in my dreams. 2 comments. The independent hour should be like double to triple to 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
Because that's like the coolest show. The second comment, modern rock classic, isn't that oxymoronic?
In a way, yes, but what would you refer to them as?
I wouldn't. I'd like Alex Bennett's idea of expiration dates. After a certain time, it's no longer modern rock.
Play no more of the old.
And then stop playing them, you mean? Completely?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Right now, if you're wondering what our phone numbers are, they're 478 Live San Jose. You've got a number at 1-800-696-1053. Good morning. You're on Live 105.
Hi.
You're on a car phone, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Where are you right now?
Coming up, coming up to 280.
What kind of car are you in, sir?
What kind of a car am I in?
Yes.
I'm in a Blazer.
If somebody's near him, honk at him, please. Fire away. What is your question, Mr. Telephone?
My question is not really a question. I want to agree with the people that say that there's too much electronic music, not enough guitars. I also want to say that bands like X did more songs than just Wild Thing. When you play bands like X, or that's the example I'm going to use, I'd like to hear other stuff that they did. You know, every once in a while, I'd like to hear something different as opposed to the same old stuff.
Right. Well, we do play, you're right, there's a limited amount of X. We play about 3 or 4 older tracks, but if we were to listen to the last guy, we play no old X. I mean, there is a certain amount of balance that has to go on, so we program the station for the maximum amount of people rather than just the individual.
Well, I mean, just when you play X, it doesn't have to be the same song.
All right, well, what songs would you like to hear by X?
I don't know, Los Angeles, White Girl, Burnham House of Love. There's like a zillion of them. Same thing with the Ramones. The Ramones have like 14 albums out, and I think you play about 4 or 5 songs.
That's not true. You probably play about 30 or 40, but, maybe that's your perception, too.
Well.
Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for the call. We do appreciate the call. Good morning. You're on Live 105. Hello? You're on Live 105.
Hey, what's up?
Well?
You, dude.
I don't like to answer those kinds of questions.
I have a question about this alternative track thing.
Right.
How come you have to have it where if it's a good song but it's not released as a single, that it has to be categorized as an alternative track? I think you should be able to play them any time of the day, regarding if it's an odd hour or not.
I don't play them at odd hours necessarily.
Well, no, we do play alternative. I mean, there's regular times for them, and we also play them at other times. But just that when they're coming on 11, 1, 3, and 5. But we don't only play them.
We're trying to highlight them a little bit.
At that time, we also have, just recently we had the alternative track weekend where on Sunday you hear 5 or 6 of them every hour. So.
Yeah, but it seems that the only time that you'll play a song is if it's released as a single.
That's not necessarily true, but some of the songs are singles, some of them aren't. But sometimes the best song is the one that releases the single. I mean, it's just sometimes
which we have no control over.
Yeah, right. But we generally, if it's a good album, we do usually play 2 or 3 songs, rarely 4. And like the U2 album, we play.
I'll tell you what
6
you
or
do.
7.
Call the record companies and tell them to release their worst songs as singles, and this won't be the case.
We'll never play the
most of the groups that you play don't really have worse songs.
Okay, well, we appreciate that. I mean, there is a call for more variety, I guess, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Sometimes this seems so confusing to me. Eeny, meeny, kitty, beanie. The listeners are about to speak.
Hello, you're on Live 105.
Hi.
What's your name, and where are you calling from?
My name's Nancy. I'm calling from the East Bay, and the Type A's out here would really like it if you'd expand your traffic reports.
Oh,
like maybe 4 an hour instead of 2 an hour. I end up switching over to KCBS, and I don't like doing that.
Did you say the Type A's over there?
Yes,
Type
they're
A
Type A
personality.
personality.
Type A personality, okay.
That's a good
Especially
point.
in the afternoon, because Rick and Sal are adolescent and stupid together, and I love it.
Okay, but you'd like to hear it 4 times.
Yeah, I think 4 times an hour would be a lot better.
Okay, that's a really good point.
That probably holds true for a lot of things.
Sometimes on the morning show, I mean, particularly people, I mean, right now people are probably listening to us on the highway. They're stuck somewhere, and I agree, but if we overdo the traffic, then we kind of become KCBS or KGO.
Good morning, Sunday.
Good morning, you're on Live 105. It's Ask the Bosses Day.
Hi.
Hi.
Am I on the air, or?
Like Melanie Griffith again.
You're on the air. Remember
you go to my
callers,
ear.
When we go to the calls, you're on the air. No one's screening these calls. We're not like trying to just pick out the best one. So you're on.
Great. I just wanted to say that, first off, I think that we need more music in the morning.
All right.
An awful lot of talking.
How many songs, just what would be good to you? 5?
Yeah,
an hour?
5 at like 6, at least 45 minutes.
Oh, so no talking, basically. Just
play those hits.
Shut up and play the music.
And also, I just want to say that you guys are the only station that plays early 80s rock. No one else plays rock from the early 80s. We are in the armpit of music right now, and I just wanted to condone that, commend you guys on that. And I think that you should...
That's all right.
Well, I hit the button. I hope that works.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, we'll be back on Live 105. Thank you very much for your call. We'll be
She
back
waited
after
to
these.
get that in.
We'll be back after these messages. Good morning. You're listening to Live 105. I'm Richard Sands, along with Pat McNally, and a live studio audience here.
Yes.
Our special guest is Warren Spotswood, who is
Look at this vast throng of people who've come in to join us.
appearing at Fabulous Foo Bars tonight. You can catch him.
Listen to the rattle of these faxes. I mean, it's unbelievable. Radio
I gotta
Free
bash all those
San
spots.
Francisco.
Oh, sorry. Geez,
Right now.
Quickly, Pat.
Quickly, Microsoft, we want to thank you, the people at Bud Light, Jim Parent and everybody, the Diet Pepsi people, a big wave to the Tracy Lock Account team, Tom Gray, Wendy Miles, Renee Scott, Brenda Babcock, and the lovely Stisha Pasternak, and also the people at NBC,
whoever they are.
Nightmare Cafe, Yolanda Porter, and the people at Hal Riney.
Very good. A lot of faxes coming in. Dear bosses, you should let Alex burp more often on the air. Burping is a cool thing. We should also let the hookers speak.
Okay.
Johnny O of Atlanta.
Thank you.
Let's see what else we got here. To Richard Sands, don't change a thing on the format. This is the best modern rock has sounded since you started. Tell anyone who wants more dance music to listen to KMEL/KSoul. Big Rick is great. Roland plays the best variety. Steve and Mark are tolerable. You could do worse than Alex and Lori. Of course, you might be able to do better, too. Thanks for the great work.
Well, along those lines,
everything has to be qualified. No one can give just...
We have this one from Sarah and the J-Girl from Burlingame, who says, everyone should quit dissing Alex. I remember the somber times when you guys had Perry Stone, and everyone was crying that they wanted Alex back. And as she says here, and this is very true, the grass is always greener on the other side.
It's true. To the guys upstairs, my question needs to be addressed here and now on the air. Why don't you have women DJs during prime time, Monday through Friday, daytime hours? Lori and Lisa are great, but bring them out to the forefront. Audio video is great on the weekends. We also have Cynthia D. If this is the rock of the 90s, why aren't women rocking the airwaves? Says Leslie Seal, I'm sorry, screwed up your name somehow, of San Francisco, Miss Fenner.
Here's an immediate
no one's
rebuttal to that.
I mean, like right now... Alex probably isn't going anywhere. Mark Hamilton's very happy. We
have them all under contract.
Big Rick's happy. Steve's happy. Roland, it's a night. And if one of them dies, then we can get...
and that could certainly be arranged. Contractual obligations being what they are.
Warren's familiar with some of the people that could do that.
This is in rebuttal to the women who would rather have Big Rick over Alex. Get real. We listen to your station 8 hours plus a day, 5 days a week. I can at times take Big Rick in the afternoon, mostly not. There's a happiness. I sound like Mr. Positive here this morning, but...
Sirs, what about the night radio god Roland West? Has he been canned suddenly? No, he's on. He's been off. He's sick. He's going on vacation next week. Don't worry. I think you should ignore those people that would never be satisfied even if they had their way, which is probably true. You're all doing a fine job, an avid listener. Bambi Coyle. And finally, Harry O. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry, dear bosses, please tell Harry O that he's doing an exceptional job with his Green Hour show. I haven't slept in on a Sunday morning in 2 years. He's got a totally cool show. Even his title song by Public Image Limited kicks. That's from Maddie of Half Moon Bay here.
Oh, Maddie, thank you very much. Richard, Pat, about that raise I was talking.
There you go.
Harry O's been filling in for the last several weeks on the news. This is his last newscast on a regular basis. Lori Thompson will be back on Monday along with Alex Bennett.
I'm glad you qualified that. Never say last anything to a broadcaster.
He's certainly continue to fill in, and we'll listen for his Green Hour and Earthbeat on Sunday mornings. Here now, the news.
Thank you, Richard. It's
The Farm on on Live 105. Love See No Color. Just an import at this time. You can't even get that here in the country.
We thought that faded out a little early.
Yeah,
it kind of
Curtis,
came back.
You're making us look bad, like we're not professionals. Good morning.